Merry Christmas in July, besties! It is Becky here with Bestie Becky's Crafts, and it is day 8 in our collaboration video series with my bestie Irina with Fun Life on a Budget. And my project for today is a candy cane holder. And I think it turned out super cute. So there's the front side, and there's a little pocket that the candy cane fits in, and then on the back side is my to and from and my happy holidays. So let's go ahead and make one. So first you'll need a piece of cardstock that is 2 inches wide by 8.5 inches long. Let me zoom out here. And we need our scoring board. And we are going to score this piece at 2 inches and 2.5 inches. So this piece was 8.5 inches long by 2 inches wide, and we scored at 2 inches and 2.5 inches. And then we're going to need another piece of cardstock. This is same color, and this piece measures 2 inches by 4 inches. We need to do some scoring on this piece also. And we are going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and then 3 inches and 3.5. So again, that was a 4 inch by 2 inch piece of cardstock, and we scored it 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 3 inches, and 3.5. And we are finished with our scoreboard. So we'll go ahead and set this off to the side. And now let's go ahead and fold on those score lines, like so. I'm going to go ahead and use my scoring tool here so we get a nice fold. And then I'm also going to do folding on this piece. And I just noticed that I still have paint on my hand. I just got back from a painting class, and I have purple paint on my thumb. Do you see it? I washed my hands. I didn't do a very good job. Alright, so we've got our pieces scored, and then we need to cut out some pieces to mat these pieces of cardstock, like you see in my piece here. Alright, so I kind of went with the different colors again for Christmas, but I don't know, just want to do something a little different. So our first mat are these, and they're going to go on this little, well, I'm sorry, they're actually going to go on this piece right here. I know. You'll see why in a minute. So, let's set this piece off to the side so we don't get confused. So, we need to cut a piece that is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then this piece is 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So that gives us 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And I'm going to go ahead and round my corners just for something a little different. Should have rounded them beforehand, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and glue these two together. I'm just going to use wet glue. You could use whatever glue you want. And I do need to get out a new bottle of this. I'm running low. Alright, so put this on and center it. Push it together. Alright, let's match our other piece. So this piece is going to go on the inside also, and this piece is 1 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then this piece is 1 1/2 inches by 5 1/2 inches. So 1 3/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches, and 1 1/2 inches by 5 1/2 inches. And I'm going to round corners again. Because it's just so much fun. So I went to this painting class. It's called Hot Mess Painting. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. But you basically paint a hot mess on your canvas. Just put a bunch of different colors down, and you put a stencil excuse me, a stencil over the top of it. This happened to be of a mermaid, like a vinyl stencil. And then there's places for you to color in on the stencil. And then you paint your background, and then when it's all dry, you peel off the stencil, and you have a picture. And of course, I use purple. Alright, so we have our mats, and I'm just going to put them over here for a sec. And what we're going to do with this piece, alright, so we've got our long piece here, and then our 2 by 4 inch piece here. We are going to glue the 2 by 4 inch piece where it's got this space right here. That's what, 2 inches wide? Right here in the center. Alright, but we're going to match up the top corners, and it's going to bump up against that fold, that score line at 2 inches right there. So, I know, seems a little backwards, but this is how we're going to make our box. So, I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the little square here, and put this one down, and make sure that it closes, and we are centered. Alright, looks good. Now let's add our mats before we put this sucker all together. Oh, and you know, you can't find candy canes this time of year. So luckily I had some left over from last year. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I want to round these top corners. Just so it all goes together. Alright. So, I'm going to make sure that I get 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Okay. And then let's flip this over and put this here, just because it's easier to do before you glue it together. Alright, so there's that one. Now, let's make our little box. So to make our little box, we are going to put glue on the inside of this 1/2 inch piece on the outside, and it is going to come up and glue to the back side of this piece. We're going to line it up at the bottom so it gives us a 1/2 inch little box. Pretty simple. You can use whatever kind of glue you want for this. You can use wet glue, tape, whatever kind of adhesive. I'm just going to use my wet glue since I have it out. And line it up. Hold it for a second here. And then do the same on the other side. Make sure you line it up at the bottom. Fold it in. It moved on me. Probably should use tape. Alright, then we're going to come in with my bone folder and make sure I get a good seal. And looks pretty good. Alright, so these sides are up tight against the back. You meet at the bottom. Alright, now our back mat I am doing in white, and I decided to, like on this one, put it even with the bottom edge so it covers up more of where these flaps are, if that makes sense. So I cut my backing piece to 1 3/4 inches by 5 3/4. And I'm going to round my corners again. Hear my cat. She's like, it's bedtime. Alright, so I rounded my corners, and now I'm going to do some stamping before I glue it to the back. So I'll make sure that's still in good shape. So I'm going to use stamps from Lawn Fawn, my tiny tag saying stamps, my to and from, and they have some little Christmas things on here, and one is Happy Holidays. So I don't know about you, but a lot of times I stamp on a mat of some sort so that I get a good image. Just trying to think, what do I call it? So let's start with the to from, and I'm just using Memento black ink, and I'm going to line it up here at the top, press down, and there we go. Good image. And then this one says Happy Holidays, and I'm going to put that towards the bottom, center it. Oops, and there we go. It's stuck. Alright, so put this off to the side. And flip this over. This should be pretty much dry, so my glue oozed out. There we go. Put some glue on this piece. And like I said, we're going to butt it up to the bottom there and center it like so. There we go. Just going to lay it on its back side, and just to make sure we got a good seal, and we do. Looking good. Now let's do some decorating on the front. I have this die set from Tailored Expressions, these cute little candy canes. So I thought it was perfect to go with our candy cane holder. So I went ahead and die cut them out, and I used the green for part of the stripes and white, and then I cut a little bow from the same die set right here out of silver shimmer paper, because I'm going to use silver ribbon to tie my candy cane in place. So I just put some art glitter glue on my candy cane, and I'm just going to kind of center it on there like so. Use my bone folder again. I'm going to have to kind of get to the edge of the table now. Alright, and then glue on my bow. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Now, it's not enough bling. This is not enough bling. We need to add a little more. So I'm going to put a dot in the center of my little shimmer bow. And I'm going to put a gem in the center. Bling! We are almost done. Yeah, almost done. Now we just need a candy cane. And I have one right here. It fits right in that pocket. And I'm going to tie him in place. Have some ribbon here. This is the only all silver ribbon I have, and it has a wire in it. So it's good and it's bad. It's kind of challenging to work with, but you can also shape it, which is nice. So I really can't complain too much. I don't think I got a long enough tail. Watch me struggle tying a bow. Crazy. Now my candy cane's coming out. Just a hot mess, just like my painting. Hot mess. Actually, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Alright, here we go. Let's make a nice bow. Look at that. Pretty good. The nice thing about wire ribbon is you can shape your bows so they're pretty. And they stay that way unless you put them in an envelope, right? Alright, so let's trim the ends off. Like so. And now, to help keep our candy cane where we want it, I'm just going to use good old glue dot. And these are small ones. And it seemed to work pretty good, just one. So I'm just going to take it off my paper. And make sure my candy cane is down in there. Put a glue dot on the back of it. And then press down where I want it. And there we go. We have our candy cane holder, and you can fill out the back. If you want to put a different sentiment, you could do that, most definitely. If you felt like you needed to glue the ribbon down, you could do that too. So that's it. That is our candy cane holder. Wasn't that like so easy and so cute? I love this Christmas paper. I know it's not traditional, but I think it's really pretty. So anyway, there's our project for today. A candy cane holder, and that was day 8 of our video collaboration. So I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out my video, and it would be awesome if you stop by our Facebook group page, Fun Life on a Budget, featuring me, Bestie Becky, and it is with my bestie Irina. So go ahead and check it out and ask to join. Fun group. We do swaps, we do birthday card club, you can post pictures of your craft things that you've made, and it's just a really nice group of ladies, really positive. And also check out my bestie's YouTube channel. I will leave a link below in the description box for that, and I'll leave a link for the Facebook group page too. And tomorrow will be day 9, and I wonder what I will come up with for day 9. I guess you'll have to stop by tomorrow and check it out. So thanks for stopping by, and have Merry Christmas in July, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Happy crafting. Bye.